I'd like to call to order our special called meeting of the Oak Ridge Board of Education. If we would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Welcome to our meeting. We have only 2 items on the agenda, our line-by-line review and the public hearing and first reading. I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Move to approve.
Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Any additions or corrections? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Ms. Webb is in North Carolina attending the graduation of her niece, so we'll miss her tonight. All right, so this is not the most exciting meeting, and we're going to try to speed through the line by line. We're going to skip some lines, and just wanted to let you know that we're going to combine the benefits section. The benefits section would include the Social Security, retirement, insurance, vision. So I'm just going to say benefits package, and then we'll move on just for the sake of an expediency. All right, so we're going to start on page 12 of the General Purpose School Fund. The first thing is the regular instruction program. This is expenses related to activities that provide Oak Ridge students elementary and secondary learning experiences. That's our teachers, our educational assistants, the benefit package, our textbooks, our furniture and fixtures, and regular instructional equipment. The total proposed budget for the regular instructional program is $34,708,915. That's a decrease of 9.86%. Are there any questions? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to our alternative instruction program. It's designed for students who have been suspended, long-term or expelled, as well as those who are in need of a smaller setting. This includes our teachers, our secretaries, our educational assistants, the benefits package, supplies, and equipment. That budget is $1,010,771, an increase of 4.57%. Any questions? Okay, moving on to the 71200, the special education program. This is services for students with identified special needs, pre-K through high school. That includes our teachers, our homebound teachers, our educational assistants, our speech pathologists, the benefits package, testing and evaluation, special ed equipment. And that proposed budget is $7,072,193, an increase of 5.47%. Any questions? Okay, then we're going to go on to the career and technical program. This provides learning experiences through activities designed to prepare students to enter a career or pursue additional technical career training. This line includes our teachers, our education assistants, the benefits section, other contracted services, including the aviation and flight instructors at Oak Ridge High School, supplies and materials, including automotive consumables and welding consumables, and vocational instruction equipment. That budget is $2,681,091, an increase of 2.43%. Any questions? Okay, moving on to contingency. This fund is designed to fund instructional activities which cannot immediately be classified in one of the other instructional categories. This includes an additional teacher salary benefit as a contingency due to possible enrollment fluctuations. That budget is $1 million. Any questions? Okay, moving on to health services. The health services includes physical and mental health services that are not direct instruction. Included are activities that provide students with appropriate medical nursing services. So that is our coordinated school health coordinator, our nurses in all of our school buildings, the benefit package, travel, supplies and materials, including AED, our Wildcat, our Wildcat Movement Challenge, our vaping and prevention education, and staff development. That budget is $928,320, and that is a 4.73 decrease. Any questions? Okay, we're going to move on to other student support. This is activities designed to assess and improve the well-being of students. This would be our school counselors and the benefits package, software, and other supplies and materials, including diplomas and mailings. That budget, that line item is $2,465,460, an increase of 6.69%. Any questions? Okay, regular instructional support. This section includes expenses characterized as assisting instructional staff in planning, developing, and evaluating the process of providing learning experiences. This would be our Executive Director of School Leadership, Teaching and Learning, our librarians, our secretaries, our instructional coaches, the benefits package, copy machines, instructional supplies, including the district support of the cafeteria CEP program, supplies and materials, library books, software, staff development, etc. That proposed budget is $4,773,447, an increase of 2.62%. Okay, moving on to special education support. We have this. This is activities included assisting the special ed staff in providing appropriate learning experiences. We have our supervisor and director. This is our school psychologist, the benefit package, other contracted services. The special ed support budget proposed is $793,430, an increase of 3.15%. Any questions? Okay. The career and technical program support. These expenses are characterized as assisting the tech career instructional staff in planning, developing, and evaluating the process of the learning experiences. This is our career technology educational director and the secretaries. Our benefits, supplies and materials, and that budget is $285,219, an increase of 4.25%. Okay, next is 72250, technology services. This is our director of technology and technology supervisors, our computer programs, our data processors, the secretaries, the benefit package, our communication, including long-distance services, wireless service, internet service, contracted services for a data technologist, staff development, and that budget is $3,322,352. That's an increase of 3.11%. Okay, next we're going to move on to communications. This includes expenses associated with the communications support. That includes our Chief Communications Officer and Communications Coordinator, the benefit package, supplies including advertising, and staff development. That budget is $342,948, an increase of 0.33%. Any questions? Okay, the Board of Education. This includes the board stipends, which is $10,200 for the entire board, in case anybody questions. The benefits package, the dues and membership, our liability insurance, our legal services, the trustees commission, the workers' compensation, and that budget is $1,372,242, an increase of 0.25%. Ashley.
Can we just get our standard explanation on the trustees commission?
Absolutely. So the trustees commission is what we have to pay to Anderson and Roane counties for processing taxes on our behalf.
I know, it's wrong.
Yeah, they basically withhold a portion of our taxes every month for their commission. So, yeah.
They charge us to do their job. Okay,
Correct.
all right. Did I say that? Oh, no. Okay, all right, so now the next one is the 72320, Director of Schools. This is our superintendent, the secretaries, the benefits package, office supplies, other charges, including the Alumni Nation, and administrative equipment. That budget is $463,746, an increase of 5.11%. Any questions? Would you explain the Alumni Nation?
I actually might let Dr. B or Kelly do that one.
Well, yeah, Kelly, you might be, since you're on the ORPSEF board.
So this is a new opportunity in our wonderful, wonderful partnership with ORPSEF to engage with more Oak Ridge alumni. That's so simply how it sounds. And of course, it benefits both Oak Ridge Public Schools Education Foundation, and through that engagement long term, we know will also be a great benefit for us. This website is a place for information for those members and opportunities for targeted contributions as well.
Excellent, thank you. All right, so any more questions? All right, moving on to the Office of the Principal. This would include our principals, the accountants and bookkeepers, the assistant principals, secretaries, the benefit package, administrative equipment, and that proposed budget is $5,295,302, an increase of 4.44%. Any questions? Okay, we'll move on to fiscal services. This is activities concerned with the fiscal operation of Oak Ridge Schools. We have the supervisor and director, the accountants, purchasing personnel, secretaries, the benefit package, software, and staff development. That budget is $1,177,389, an increase of 7.11%. Any questions? Okay. Human resources. This includes the supervisor, the secretaries, contracted services, including background checks for hiring and required rescreening, software, and other charges. That budget is $583,550. Any questions? Okay. Operation of the plant. That includes the supervisor, the secretaries, our custodians, their benefits package, then communications and rentals, other contracted services, utilities, boiler insurance, building and content insurance. That proposed budget is $5,671,089, an increase of 7.60%. Any questions? The utilities seem to be hitting us in this area. Yeah. Okay. The maintenance of the plant. This budget includes activities concerned with keeping the physical plant open, comfortable, safe, and keeping the grounds, buildings, and equipment in effective working condition. That includes our supervisor, secretaries, our maintenance personnel, the benefits package, maintenance and repair of our buildings, maintenance and repair of our equipment and vehicles, equipment and machinery parts, gasoline, other supplies and materials. That budget is $2,373,069, a decrease of 7.57%. Okay, moving on to transportation. This series of accounts include activities concerned with conveying students to and from school. We have our contract with First Student, our diesel fuel, vehicle, equipment, and insurance. That budget is $2,472,954, an increase of 5.3%. And it looks like the diesel fuel hit hard on this one. Any questions? Okay, early childhood education. This account provides educational services for our preschool children aged 3 and 4. We have our teachers, our educational assistants, and the benefit package. That line item is $471,168. Any questions? Okay. The pre-K general fund, this is educational services to our pre-K students 3 and 4. This includes our principals, our teachers, our nurse and secretaries, educational assistants, and custodian, our benefits package. That proposed budget is $1,410,973, an increase of 11.6%. Any questions?
I'll make a note on this one and the one before. The 73400 is the state pre-K grant. That amount will adjust when we get the actual grant amount. But we did have to move some people out of federal grants back into general fund this year because of reductions in federal grants in this program. So that's part of the big increase there, as well as the transportation. We reevaluated how much of our transportation budget should be attributed to the preschool, and that was kind of why that was so big this year.
Yeah, thank you. I think the preschool parents would really like to see transportation going and coming. And when you break it down and you see how much it is going, it's a lot to think about doubling that. Okay, any more questions?
Do we have any idea how many of the preschool students ride the bus? It's out of left field, sorry.
We're having our meeting with Isaac next Thursday, so
Yeah.
we can ask him.
All right, thank you.
All right, so next is our regular capital outlay. This includes site acquisition, site improvement, architecture and engineering, educational specification development, building acquisition and construction. I wish this line item was really big. Consultants, engineering services, building improvements. That includes our Jefferson elevator repair, the fire alarms, sidewalk replacement, and lighting upgrades. That line item is $1,107,205. That's a decrease of 30%. Okay, educational principal on debt. This is principal on capital leases. That is $77,968. That is an increase. Any questions? Okay, moving on to our educational interest on debt. The interest on capital leases, that line item is $20,556, and there's an increase there. All right, moving on to our general purpose fund expenditures. This is transactions to withdraw money from one fund and place in another. That is $137,213. This is support for the Family Resource Center. Any questions? Okay, and finally, the total of our total fund 141 general purpose school fund is $82,018,570, a decrease of 2%. Any questions? Wow. Okay. We did it. Okay. All right. So, as with any budget, there are things that we would like to fund, but unfortunately, we don't have unlimited funds. I really appreciate the work that Ms. Van Dyke and your department has done. We know there's a lot of work, and it's been going for months. Okay, so now we have our Dr. B, do you have anything?
I'm just going to finish what you said, just thanks to JVD and all of her team. There's been, months and months of work on this, so glad that we can get it to you tonight.
Yeah, okay. All right, next is our public hearing. Do we have anyone who would like to speak on the budget? Okay, hearing none, we will move on. This is the first reading of the FY 26-27 budget. I will entertain a motion for approval of the budget. Motion made by Ms. Crank, seconded by Ms. Craven. Any final comments or questions from the board? Okay, please cast your vote. Okay, motion passes unanimously. We will be back here on Tuesday night for our regular meeting and the final approval of the budget. Thank you all for being here, and we are adjourned.